G'day, g'day. Who do we have here? Hey, g'day, Jane. How's it going? Very soon we'll be commencing the tour in about 8 minutes. I don't know about you, but I am super excited about this. Yeah, looking forward to showing you a little bit of the UooUoos and a little bit of Melbourne, and just enjoy a good old stroll, you know. So looks like it's just Jane and I. Yeah, just me and Jane. Where are you from, Jane? And I'm just chilling. It's a beautiful day in Melbourne. The weather is about, not quite sure. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I think the mic is close enough. The weather in Melbourne is 26 degrees. It is autumn or fall if you're from the United States. And if we're lucky, we might get a glimpse of some sunset shots. So that's going to be fun. I'm incredibly looking forward to that. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to explore a lot of UooUoos. I'm not sure if you've been to my other UooUoo tours, but I'll be covering what UooUoos are, and we'll be trying to find as many nice, colourful, and pretty UooUoos as we can. They all have their unique touch on them. And g'day, Satyam. Good to see you again, my man. And yeah, so we've got some amazing tours on display today. G'day, mate. You're going to love the UooUoos that we have. The weather is pretty nice. Actually, we couldn't have found a better time. It's about 6:30, almost 6:30 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia. And the weather's perfect. We are going to catch some sunsets, hopefully a little bit later. And we're going to explore, South Bank, the CBD. We're going to walk down the Yarra. And if there's time, only if there's time, we will jump on a tram again, which is what we did in our first part. I've got an announcement to make, so hang with me. I'll be making that revelation and announcements as we're walking. Not yet. I want everyone to be present when I do. G'day, Tracy. And but yeah, I think we had one of these tours yesterday. It was just a different time zone, and the group from the last tour, the group from this tour yesterday enjoyed these UooUoos the most. They said that what they witnessed was incredible pieces of art, and they all loved it. So I really hope you can share that with them. I really hope that you'll enjoy the UooUoos. Oops. G'day, Deborah. Good morning from Australia. Oops. Morning. We've got another 5 minutes. Just bear with me 2 seconds, Deborah. You picked an amazing time to come on a tour. The weather is incredible. And if we're lucky, we'll grab a glimpse of the sunset. But let me just restart the... Thanks, Deborah. Let me just restart the gimbal while we haven't started yet. And then I don't want any fallouts. So just bear with me. Sorry. Okay. That's good. Sorry, just bear with me 2 seconds. I am just setting up the thinger. All right. This should do the trick. Technology these days. Well, it's not going to stop us from having an amazing tour. Prepare to have you. G'day, Babs. G'day, Leslie. Prepare to have your mind blown. I'm going to be showing you the amazing suburb of Southbank. We're going to be exploring. If you were at my my last UooUoo tour, we explored 7 UooUoos, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think it was 7. This time we're going to explore more than 7. We're going to explore quite a few UooUoos this time around, and we're going to be exploring the suburb of Southbank, which is a beautiful part of Melbourne. And it is down the Yarra, so we're going to walk down the Yarra. It is 6:30 p.m. now in Melbourne, and we're going to, hopefully, if we're lucky, we're going to hit the sunset. So we're going to explore enjoy some sunset. And we couldn't have picked a better time to go on a tour today. G'day, Karen. So before we start, a lot of what we're going to be exploring is Aboriginal, Indigenous Australian art. Oh, nice and early, Deborah. Good morning. I just want to acknowledge our Aboriginal Indigenous community and the original inhabitants of the land. It wouldn't be fair to not acknowledge them, considering a lot of what we're going to be seeing is inspired by their mythology and by their artwork. So I just want to acknowledge them, and I want to just share my appreciation for the value that they bring to our country. So, g'day, Karen from Devon in the UK, or Devon. How do you pronounce it? It's Devon, I believe. I should know that. But anyway, so Southbank is a very hip and up-and-coming suburb. We're going to be, along the way, I'm going to be talking to you about more things. I've got a major announcement to share with you guys. You're going to love it, so stay with me. I'm not going to share it yet. I'm going to share it while we're walking so that everyone can enjoy this, what I'm about to tell you. And I am here with a special guest, and I will reveal that guest in a second. But I'll be showing you guys other pieces of art and other sculptures and monuments. May as well, right? While we're here, we may as well explore a little bit more of Melbourne, a little bit more of Southbank, and let's enjoy it. So, for those who just joined, g'day Annie. We will be walking down the Yarra. It is 6:30 p.m. and by the time we are done, we will be hopefully in time for the sunset. So I'm hoping we'll get to enjoy some nice sunset down the Yarra River. If not, then no biggie. I'll arrange a special sunset tour to accommodate that. G'day, Anne. We've got Anna, Annie, Anne. Popular sort of trio name. Okay, guys. So we've got 15 seconds. So I may as well show you something before I introduce you to our first guest. So let me just switch this. What we have here. Can you guys see these 2 buildings? Morning. Well, hopefully you can wake up to this site and to some beautiful UooUoos. So on the left over here, I'm just going to include my finger, guys, so give me a second. On the left over here, we have the Eureka Tower, which is the 2nd tallest residential building in the Southern Hemisphere. On the right, we have the tallest residential building in the Southern Hemisphere. So, on the right, the building is called 108, and on the left, it is called Eureka Tower. On the other side of the left building, Eureka Tower, there's this giant gold 24-carat plate, which is beautiful, and they're just tall. They're very tall. Eureka Tower is about 300 meters tall, and 108 is, I think, 70 meters taller than Eureka. So they're very tall towers, but we're not here to explore towers, we are here to meet UooUoos. And on that note, I would like to introduce you to our first guest, Mr. UooUoo over here. Look who we have here. So, this is our first UooUoo. We're in the suburb of South Bank. So I'm going to position it like this, and then we'll read the description and get to know this UooUoo a little bit better. So if you want to take a nice postcard shot, take it. Let's walk around it. So what do we have here? It looks like we've got a bridge. It looks like Princess Bridge. We've got the background. We've got the city centre. G'day, Janet. This is a nice angle of the UooUoo. Look at this art. It's very, correct me if I'm wrong, from those from Europe, but it's very European, isn't it? Well, I mean, it's Melbourne, but the style is very, very nice. Check out this lamppost, which is on Princess Bridge in Melbourne. I've showed it to some of you who have attended my my Culture Down Under tour, and we'll hopefully see another one. And on the other side, we have a tram. Good old traditional Melbourne tram. Why don't we take a postcard shot of this? G'day, Alex. Nice name. Thanks, Karen. That's a beautiful. I love this angle. This is very nice because it encapsulates what Melbourne is all about. Yeah, well, you ain't seen nothing yet, and still so much more to show you. So are we okay to move? I'm hoping you guys captured some nice postcards because I'm going to be moving in 2 seconds. So I'm going to move now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's read the description. So for those who are collecting them on the app, it is UooUoo 5816, and this UooUoo is called UooUoo's Journey by Ralph Kempkin. UooUoo's Journey by Ralph Kempkin presents a short trip on a W-class tram through Melbourne. Utilizing stencil art techniques, this UooUoo invokes a deep sense of journey and nostalgia through a range of prominent Melbourne iconography, including bridges over the Yarra River, autumnal leaves, the Melbourne Cricket Ground, the city skyline, lamp posts, and, of course, the iconic W-class tram that is synonymous with Melbourne. Beautiful, isn't it? And the W-class tram is the tram that I don't know if some of you may have joined me last time. It is a beautiful old-fashioned tram. Let's keep walking, guys. This is our first UooUoo. Now, for those who have never experienced UooUoos before, UooUoos are fictional, imagined Australian creatures. They are a combination of a wombat, which is an Australian mammal, and the dugong, which is also referred to as a sea cow, which is a big sea mammal. And the person who created the UooUoo and designed the sculpture and the shape of it is a gentleman by the name of, walking past the gym, is a gentleman by the name of Alexander Knox. So he created the design of it, and then they replicated 100 of those sort of shapes. And then they got 100 artists, independent artists from all around Victoria, which is our state. And they got each artist to design their own individual interpretation of the UooUoo and bring their own unique touch to it. So each UooUoo has a unique sort of artistic sense, looks very different, and you'll see for yourselves. They're absolutely beautiful. Now, the UooUoos were created. Over there we have Crown, which is our casino. If you just want to take a quick little shot of that. Crown Casino. We're in the suburb of South Bank. Now, the UooUoos were created as by the Royal Children's Hospital. They were commissioned by the Royal Children's Hospital, and they did it in honor of their 150th birthday. And they, on the 7th of April, so this is my announcement. The UooUoos were meant to be here until the 21st of March. And just due to popular demand, the council or the government has extended UooUoos till the 7th of April, okay? Which means, my friends, are you ready for this? I'm going to be doing another UooUoo tour next week sometime. And it's going to be in another city, not in Melbourne, in another city in Victoria called Geelong. So I will upload that shortly, and you're going to love it. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited that I just got the email this morning, that they're going to extend it. So yeah, it's going to be great. Can you see how autumny the trees are? Like this autumn, fall-y vibe. So on the 7th of April, they're going to auction off all 100 of the UooUoos. And the starting price will be $15,000 per UooUoo, and then it'll probably go for more. Some of them will, the more popular ones will. And all proceeds will go to the Royal Children's Hospital. So it's for a good cause. It's meant to not only incentivize artists to exhibit their style and showcase their talents, but it's also an incentive to raise money for a good cause. Royal Children's Hospital is an amazing hospital. It's the oldest children's hospital in Australia. And it has saved so many children's lives, including my nephew's life a long time ago. He's 15 now, so it would have been 14 years ago. So we're still walking down the suburb of South Bank on our way to our next UooUoo. So I'm excited. The weather is amazing. It's about 26 degrees Celsius. Not quite sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but the sun is due to set in about 45 minutes. So if we're lucky, we'll catch a sunset down the Yarra, and we can all sit there and enjoy the sunset in utmost serenity. I know, Deborah. Well, you know, it's nice now, but it's going to get very cold soon. You know, winter is upon us, and yeah. All right, let's cross the road. I'm going to take a little detour because this is what you're about to see is personally my favorite UooUoo. So we've got amazing UooUoos around Melbourne, and it's autumn here, or fall as they call it in the United States. Everyone here is heading home from work. In Australia, it is very customary to go for drinks after work, hang out with colleagues. It's part of our culture. So a lot of these people would have had drinks with their bosses. But more importantly, look what I can see down there. There you go, Leslie. You can enjoy the sunrise and sunset from Dublin to Melbourne. And look what we have found here. Another UooUoo. Look how beautiful this one is. This is my top 3 favorite UooUoos. It's so chic, minimalistic, leaves a lot to the imagination. It's beautiful. And this UooUoo is inspired by Aboriginal art. So if you've ever seen Aboriginal art, it is defined by dots. And they used a very refined dots to create shapes. In many cases, they'll create shapes of animals or locations. So let's stop here for a postcard. If you guys want to take a nice shot of this UooUoo, and then you can take all postcards, accumulate them all, and create one nice collage and, have this as a memory of Melbourne. Yeah, it is a little weird, Janet, but that's the beauty of virtual trips. We get to do this. I know, right? Same, Annie. I love this one. And look, just before I stop, if you don't mind, check out this eye. Check out the other eye. So it's a slightly different eyes. So I guess that UooUoo is still applying its eyeshadow. That's such a beautiful. I can see myself having this UooUoo. Unfortunately, I can't afford it, but it would be nice to have this in the house. The UooUoos are made of wood and they're hollow, for those who are interested. And this one, let's just check out the behind of this UooUoo. Actually, we'll check out the behind from this angle. You could. Good luck. Yep. How about this, guys? With the city of Melbourne in the background, UooUoo reflecting on life, pondering his or her next moves. Will I be auctioned for more than 15,000 Australian dollars? Will I go to a good home? Will the money is raised be used for good. Well, we all know that, or it'll be used for good. And that's the front. Now let's read the description, guys. Okay, let's check it out. So this UooUoo, its number is 8785 for those of you who are collecting UooUoos on the app. And this UooUoo is called Marlipinyini, okay, which is an Aboriginal word, by an Indigenous Aboriginal artist by the name of Wayne Quilliam. Marlipinyini by Wayne Quilliam captures the spirit of our communities. The design was influenced by stories from across Australia, from the Tiwi Islands to Tasmania, the Central Desert to far north Queensland. A special personal touch was added to this UooUoo by Wayne's wife and his daughter Tanisha, who is a regular visitor to the Royal Children's Hospital. Marlipinyini is a symbol of thanks to the incredible people at the Royal Children's Hospital who care for our little Jarjums, which means children in Aboriginal. So that's pretty cool. It's made of wood, Dolly. It's made of wood. Babs, it is about, let me just stand next to it because I'm 191. It's about $1.60 m. It's 1.60 m. So, yeah, it's my favorite one. Beautiful, guys. Before we go, I know this is a UooUoo tour, but it would be a disservice of me to not show you this art. Over there, can you see it? Can you see these sculptures over there? You could ride the UooUoo, Deborah. These sculptures are called the Guardians. Let me just let's take it from another angle because the sun is blocking it, so we'll just go to the other side. But these are called the Guardians. So this one on the right is a female, and this one on our left is a male. And they are meant to represent the elements. So I'm just going to go to the other side. We'll take a nice postcard shot of these, and then we'll go and explore some more UooUoos. G'day, Heather. There you go, guys. A little bit more backwards so we can capture the perfect shot. What do you guys think? I'll give you guys a few seconds to capture a postcard shot. Beautiful, hey? So the one closest to us is the male, and the one further from us is a female. And as you can tell, they have the male one resembles a male head, the female one resembles a female head, and the art inside is represents the elements. So you got water, you got fire, you got earth. It's just something nice and cute. Yeah, they were sculpted in 1993. So they've been around for quite a while. And guys, you ain't seen nothing. There's so much. I mean, that cancels itself out, doesn't it? You ain't seen anything yet. So let's keep walking. Yeah, well, the good thing about South Bank and Docklands, which is a suburb that we visited earlier, last time for part one, is that the council incentivizes artists. So 1% of the budget or something like that has to go to art, right? So about $15 million a year is commissioned to artists to create art around these areas. So it's a great way for artists to stay, I suppose, just keep their flow and their groove going. Okay. My pleasure. Tracy? Oh, that's cool, Deborah. Awesome. All right, we're going to cross the road now. We're going to explore more UooUoos. So far, we've seen 2 UooUoos. We've got an amazing UooUoo coming up now. It was voted everyone's second favorite UooUoo, or for some it was their favorite, and yesterday's tour. So I want to see what you guys think about this UooUoo. And can you see the statue over there? That statue is part of a collection of statues that go along the bridge down there called the Travellers, and I'll explain that in a second. It's pretty cool, and I'm going to cover the Travellers statues in more detail in a future tour because there's a lot to cover. It's there's a lot to talk about. So I'll just show you a nice shot of it, and I'll explain a very brief gist of it, but we'll be covering it in another tour. There's so much more to show you guys. We haven't even touched the surface. So let's keep walking. Statue. Yeah, well, that's the good thing about Melbourne. It's like a melting pot between new and modern. Sorry, modern and old. You know, you got old buildings like down there. Can you see Flinders Street Station? And you got St. Paul's Cathedral. You've got a lot of old buildings that are not allowed to be removed. It's heritage protection. And you've got new buildings that have been designed by modern architects. And whoop, check this out. We've got another UooUoo over here. Which one is that? What is this? Koalas on holiday. It's like a tropical holiday. Some ice cream. Couldn't we all use a holiday? How beautiful is that? I'm going to position it so you guys can get an amazing postcard. What do you guys think of this? Take a shot. We'll check out the other side in a second. This is a beauty. This is one of the most popular UooUoos with the first group. I'm going to now move a little bit to the left. Oh, guys, there's so many more UooUoos. Here's another one. I want to join these koalas, eh? I want to join them on this beautiful holiday. Looks like koalas know how to have a good time. Wonder what the island is, if it is an island, or I wonder what spot this is. Well, let's read the description. We'll see what this whole thing is about. Let's check out the back of the UooUoo. We have a koala playing with a ball. And we've got the sun in the background. You guys, if you want, you can take a postcard shot of this. This would be a very nice shot. It's like the UooUoo looking out into the distance. Okay. Are you guys happy? If you'd like me to take a shot from a certain angle for your postcard collection, just let me know and I'll do it. You may as well let me know now while we are at this UooUoo, because we can't go back. So let me just go down and let's read more about this UooUoo. So its unlocking code is 7222, which is what you can add into the app if you're collecting them. And this UooUoo name is Koala Paradise, as suspected. It is by an artist by the name of Joel Mulga Moore. Koala Paradise by Joel Moore shows a magical place where the koalas go on holidays. In this UooUoo, you can visualize the place they go for swims and have a grand old time. It's called Koala Island, and it's the best place on earth. Tell you what, I wouldn't mind the holiday to Koala Island. One more chance for those who haven't had a chance to take a shot. Koala Island would be nice, I'll tell you that. And let's keep walking. So here we have, this is South Bank Quarter. And this is where you'll find a lot of street performers. This is called the Queensbridge Quarter, actually. And you'll find a lot of street performers performing. And people will be sitting on these steps and watching them. A lot of teenagers like to hang out there and look cool, as teenagers do. I mean, that's, you know, we're all there once at one point in our lives. Even though I had to try really hard to look cool. I wasn't the coolest. Oh, here's a nice pigeon. And let's walk now. So we're going to walk down Southgate and Left Bank. Okay, so this is Left Bank, and it's going to change into Southgate. And this is a beautiful walk because you're walking down the Yarra. You've got some amazing fine dining restaurants, cocktail bars, and you got this on the right. You got this restaurant / cocktail bar over here. People are just having some after work drinks. And this is part of the cocktail bar that I just showed you. And there's a gentleman here selling things, like nice little cool glowing hats. It's pretty cool. People are buying them. That's cool. Everyone's it's pretty alive. And if you walk down here at night, there's this buzz, this incredible buzz. People are just, it'll be full of people, full of music. These will not be empty. I can guarantee you that. Let's keep walking. And we've got another bar. This is a different bar called Soho. Soho is just the name of the bar, but I'm aware that there is a city, I believe, or a suburb in London, or city in England, and it is a suburb in LA. Yep, bars are open, Janet. We have been COVID-free for about 16 days or 17 days now. So we don't have any cases. And yeah, it's been good. I mean, the only times you have to wear masks are in supermarkets and trams or transport. But other than that, everything is back to normal now. So let's keep going. All right. So this is the Yarra River over there, and we're going to walk up this bridge now. See you here, Janet. Thanks, Deborah. It came at a cost. We're on stage 4 lockdown for, I think we had the worst lockdown in the world last year for like 5 months. Stage 4 lockdown. We couldn't leave our houses after 8 p.m. and we're within a 5-kilometer sort of radius. But all good now. And I'm going to turn to the right and look what we just found here. We've got a UooUoo gang, a gang of UooUoos. Let's take a shot from here. A gang of friendly UooUoos. Check this out. It's hitting 3 UooUoos with 1 gimbal. Amazing, hey? Let's take one shot of these, and you can title it in your collage. You can title it UooUoo Gang. And now let's check out our first suspect, our first UooUoo. That's nice. So that's very leafy, and it looks like it's looks like a spring sort of theme, doesn't it? Can you guys guess what plant this is? I'm just gonna, let's stop here for a second, and I'll let you guys take your postcard. Karen, you are a wizard. That is exactly right. Well done. And I'm just gonna hold it for a few seconds. Let's take a postcard from the other side. And how nice that you got the yellow leaves on the UooUoo, and then you got the trees, the autumny trees above it. So that's actually my favorite angle. Very fitting. Beautiful. I see you from the front. Do you guys have any specific postcard requests? Let me know, and I will oblige. I shall oblige. G'day, Sam. And let's just hold it from here. Is the UooUoo watching everyone drinking and eating and having a good time? I'm wondering if he or she should join them. I don't know. I'm just adding a bit of a narrative to it. Okay, so take your postcard shots now. And let's read a little bit about this UooUoo. Let's see. So this UooUoo's number is 9415. And the UooUoo is Spring Wattle by Christopher Strong. Spring Wattle by Christopher Strong features blooming wattle, an iconic sight at the beginning of spring in Australia. In Melbourne, the tiny puffs of gold cut through the dispersing grey winter as the weather warms and people's energy grows. This UooUoo is covered in enlarged, realistic wattle, so we can all enjoy larger-than-life flowers and appreciate the smaller details that lie within the branches. Beautiful. Even though it is autumn in Melbourne now, but it is nice to sort of look at this and feel like we're in spring again. Let's check out the next UooUoo now. Wow. What is this? Whoa. Makes me want to be a child all over again. Brings back memories from when times were simple, wasn't much to worry about. And look, it has a tongue over here. It's like a little puppy UooUoo, eh? With lollies and candy and sweets all over it. And love hearts. I'll hold it here for you guys so you can take a nice snapshot. Looks like a very friendly UooUoo. I think this UooUoo will go for a lot. And okay, I'm going to move now, guys. So if you took your postcard, let's take if any of you prefer the postcard from this angle, let's try this. And I'll move in 3 seconds. So take your postcards now. Lovely. And let's take one more angle from this side, in case you prefer this side for your postcards. With the lollipop. In the US, you guys call it candy, but in Australia or in the UK, we call it lollies. So, oh, that's so cute. It's worth checking, Deborah, because they sell little mini-size UooUoos on the Royal Children's Hospital in on their website. So if you check it out, and the proceeds will go to charity, and your daughter can enjoy this particular UooUoo. So check out their website. You might. What do you guys think of this one? Wow. So the one from before was 3831. Good question. Thanks for reminding me, Tracy. 3831. Wow. Check this out. What's going on here? It's very Picasso-esque, isn't it? It's like a clown UooUoo or Picasso-inspired UooUoo. It's very a Royal Children's Hospital, Deborah. If you go to their website, you'll find, or if you go type in UooUoo and Royal Children's Hospital, you can buy the UooUoos on there. I'm not sure. I didn't check, but if they do, then that'll be great, wouldn't it? If not, then let me know. Maybe we can arrange something. Maybe I can send it to you guys. So what do you guys think of this one? The colors, hey? The colors are just striking, aren't they? It's either very abstract or extremely random. Check this one out. Wow. So there are 100 UooUoos in total, painted and designed by 100 different artists from Melbourne, Victoria. That's nice. Yeah, that's an interesting way to see it. You got a good eye for art, I'll tell you that. I'm just going to move now. Okay, guys, I'm going to move. Okay. Now let's take one more angle, and then we'll read about this UooUoo. So interesting. Okay, let's read about this UooUoo. So this UooUoo, its number is 6087, and the UooUoo's name is You and Me. It's by an artist by the name of Mimi Leung. You and Me by Mimi Leung is a loose and playful exploration of the wonder and freedom found in the creativity of children. This UooUoo incorporates elements inspired by the drawings and pre-writing scribbles of Mimi's 3-year-old daughter. You and Me is about the joy and mystery of trying to experience life from a child's perspective. I love it. So all those last two UooUoos are very childlike. They evoke this sort of child, the child in us, and they're beautiful, aren't they? Let's move forward. I really like that one. That one was one of probably my top 3 ones. I'm just like that. I like the the colossal style, the ostentatious looking sculptures. Oh, check this one out, guys. What is this? While we're here, may as well check this one out. What is going on? What do you guys think this is? What is this? Can you guys figure out what this is? Give you a few seconds. Yep, that's right, Satyam. This is shearwater in flight. Both of you nailed it. The two of you summarized it together. It is a bird in flight. And it is by Inga King. He designed this one. He designed it and created it in between 94 and 1995. And that's when they put it up. And Inga King is a very popular artist in Australia. He's the guy who designed the waves outside the Arts Centre if you attended my Culture Down Under tour. And he's also designed this. So if you want to take a shot of this with the UooUoos in the background, now's a good time. It's sorry, Deborah, it is a shearwater. Well, the name of it is shearwater, yeah. It's like a bird in flight. So like in the act of flying, while birds are flying in front of us now. I'm going to move now. I hope you guys took some postcards. Utterly fascinating. And check out what we have here. We've got a nice pop-up bar. People just having after-work drinks. They've all worked hard today. It's also Melbourne Fashion Week, so people are just dressed nicely, trying different fashion styles. After-work drinks with their bosses, colleagues. I mean, the weather's nice. We're a few months away from winter, so I guess people are just trying to make the most of this weather. So, yeah, good on them. Good on them. And while we're at it, time for a lesson in Australian. So, when we speak in Australian, okay, there are a few words that we use. And one of them is, good on ya, mate. Good on ya. So when you thank someone, you can say cheers. You can say thank you. You can also say, good on ya, mate. Good on ya. So, and you don't say you say ya. Also, when you speak in Australian and something is like instead of saying fair enough, you'll say, and if you really want to emphasize the fair enough, you'll say fair income. How you going? That's right, Satyam. Nailed it. All right, guys, so I want to show you this. This is a bar right in the middle of the Yarra River. How cool is that, eh? It's like it's called Pony. This bar is called Ponyfish Island. Check this out. Look at this view. And this is the Yarra River. Yarra means Yarra River. Well, the original wording is Yarra Yarra, and it means ever flowing in Indigenous language. And I cover the history of how we came about it and everything in my Culture Down Under tour. But the Yarra River used to be a lot narrower. But what happened was there were a lot of floods in Melbourne because it rains a lot in winter. And yeah, it would cause a lot of floods and people lose their homes. And so they widened the Yarra River up. They widened it after a lot of construction. And if you can tell, it's not very clear. And some people think it's dirty, but it's actually clean. It's just the clay particles from having widened the river discolored it. So, and here we have the Spirit of Melbourne cruising restaurant. So you can buy a ticket and enjoy a fine dining experience while enjoying Melbourne. It's pretty cool. I'll give you a few seconds, take a postcard, and I'll move in 2 seconds. And I'm moving. And here we have the bridge, the Princess Bridge, on which I walk when I do my Culture Down Under tour. And we'll get there eventually today. And here we have over there another bar on the river called Arbory Afloat. So this bar floats on the river. Pretty cool, hey? They actually serve amazing cocktails, and they have a pool in the bar for those who are feeling a little silly on the evening. So if you're feeling a little, cheeky, you can jump in the pool, especially the weather is, of course. What do you guys think? Here's another shot. And can you see, I don't know if you can see it because I can't, but if you can see the statues on the bridge, those statues are called the Travellers. And each statue on the bridge represents a different time in Australian history. And I'll be covering it in one of my other tours. Great question. And there are fish in the river. There are fish. Some people like to fish. And before Europeans colonized Australia, the Indigenous people used to meet up at the Yarra River, and they used to bathe in it. And they used to, fish in the Yarra River. So it was a source of food, and it was a source of, hygiene for them. So it's a very commonly used river back prior to European colonization. So we're going to pass the river. This is Flinders Street Station over here, just part of it. You're welcome, mate. All right. Now we're going to turn left. And I'll teach you another Australian word while we're at it. And the next Australian word is bloody. So when you want to emphasize something, you say bloody. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody trees, bloody sun, bloody rain. Say bloody when you really want to emphasize something. We're not literally referring to blood. It's just, honestly, I don't even know where this word comes from, but that's just how we speak in Australia. Oh, do you? Yeah. Yeah, I believe I believe that's how we speak. When did we become independent from Britain? That's a great question, Sam. In the I believe it is in the 1960s, early 1960s. I can't pinpoint the exact year, but yeah. G'day, Deborah. Yep. Essex. Love to visit Essex. Oh, really? Well, you got to start somewhere, Babs. Look what we have here. Look what we have here. We have another UooUoo. Let's check this one out. We've got some skateboarders. Very popular destination for skateboarders to practice their tricks. Teenagers. And what do we have here? Another UooUoo. It's a very coral-themed UooUoo, isn't it? Let's position it from this angle. So we can have the bridge with the steel statues in the background. Really, Sam? Oh, okay. Wow. Well, that was actually everyone's favorite in yesterday's tour. That was voted as the #1 most liked UooUoo. It's a very interesting one. What does it remind you of? Does it remind you of anything specific? This is a very nice one. Under the sea. Yeah, it does. I'm going to move now, so I hope you took some nice postcard shots. Let's move to another angle for those who prefer the other side. Let's take another postcard shot from here. What about here? That's right, Babs. Great Barrier Reef. Definitely reminds me of that. Let's have a quick little, I'm just going to move now, so take a quick postcard now. And now I'm just going to move a little closer. What do we have here? Aboriginal art. You can see that it's defined by the dots. They're all dotted. Very unique, hey? We've got Aboriginal styled seahorses. Wow. Beautiful. This is what Aboriginal art looks like, my friends. You don't get more Aboriginal art than this. You just don't. It's beautiful. I'm a big fan of Aboriginal art. What do you think of this? This is nice, eh? Little fish. Nemo. Let's do one of the UooUoo looking outwards. How much would you buy for, Sam? Will you pay 15,000 Australian dollars? Beautiful. All right, let's move it now. £1,000, or is that your? Yeah. Well, they are selling at a minimum of 15,000 Australian dollars. That's where the auction starts. So a lot of them are going to go for more than that. So now let's read the description. I'm going to pan down. And this one is code 5467 for those who are collecting them on the app. And this is called Great Barrier Reef Dreaming. Okay, Great Barrier Reef Dreaming by Melanie Hover, and who is the artist, Melanie Hover, is inspired by her traditional country bordering the national park of Wooroonuran in Queensland. In this UooUoo, you can see many different species of vibrant fish and corals native to Melanie's country. Maybe you can find them yourself swimming in the beautiful Great Barrier Reef. Amazing. So when we refer to different Aboriginal tribes, they refer to their territories as countries, not as territories. So before we settled in Australia, it was divided into many different Aboriginal countries within Australia. Okay, and I'm just going to pan to the left. And we're just going to keep walking now. I'm going to keep walking, heading to our next UooUoo. So yeah, UooUoos, beautiful little creatures, combination for those who joined us a little later. They're a combination of a wombat, which is an Australian mammal, and a dugong, which is also a sea mammal, which is also known as a sea cow. And the artist who designed the shape of it, Alexander Knox, put it together. and the Royal Children's Hospital replicated 100 of these and got 100 different independent artists from around Victoria, which is our state, to add their own individual touch to each UooUoo and their story. So, yeah, that's that. And now we're going to go for a little walk up the Yarra River, which is a beautiful river. You can also hire a boat on the Yarra River for, I think it's $150 for 2 hours. And just, yeah, you don't need a license. You can just jump on the speedboat and just take, your own little route and just enjoy. Yeah, that's right, Sam. So originally they were going to sell on the 21st of March, which was the original date, but now the 7th of April. Oh, let me just give this gentleman some money. Here you go, mate. No worries, mate. Yeah, so now they'll be auctioning them on the 7th of April. And yeah, so I'm happy about that because I was going to only do 3 parts, and we're going to be doing now a 4th part. And I'll be updating you guys in the coming 24 hours. And it's going to be our last part, which is a part 4, because now we have more time. And it's going to be in another city, not in Melbourne. It's going to be in a city called Geelong. And Geelong is a beachy city, an hour and a half from Melbourne. So I'll go for a nice morning drive and meet you guys there. And check out this is Arbory afloat. Everyone's having their after-work cocktails, just relaxing. And behind it, that round building in the background is the Hamer Hall, which is a theatre. They play a lot of theatre, acting theatre, and opera theatre. And Hamer Hall was named after Sir Rupert Hamer, who was one of our premiers, which is the equivalent to a governor. He was a big advocate for the arts and proponent of sort of incentivizing, encouraging artists to beautify Melbourne in their own way. So they named it after him in 2004. Check this out. It's a very tropical themed bar, isn't it? When you guys eventually come to Melbourne, you can check this bar out. It's very pretty. Yeah, soon.
Oh, yeah.
Melbourne, hopefully soon. I'm an optimist, so I'm just going to hope that things will resume shortly. And there's an upstairs at the bar, and upstairs there's a little swimming pool where you can just have a dip if it's very hot. So it's a nice little bar. Very popular in Melbourne. Let's keep walking up the river. I'll point this here. We'll take a nice shot of this bridge. So this bridge, they built it in the 1850s, and then the final sort of, it wasn't sturdy, it wasn't strong enough, so they finally renovated it and made its final version in 1888. It's called Prince's Bridge, and it basically connects the city of Melbourne to the suburbs. So yeah, so if you drive outwards, you'll head to the suburbs, and trams drive over it. As you can see, a tram is now heading into the city, and that's a beautiful view of the Prince's Bridge and the Yarra River. I'm hoping that down the track I will do a Yarra River tour. I'm already mapping it out and planning it. There's just so much to do and such little time, so I'm trying to map out as much as I can. Let's keep walking. Yeah, it does have a very London-y sort of feel to it, because I guess it was, a lot of these were built by the British. Here's another angle of Princess Park. Actually, I'll take it from here. You guys can take a nice postcard shot, because you've got the MCG underneath in the background, which is our largest stadium. Okay. So we're almost about to reach our next UooUoo, guys. Almost there. But for that to happen, we need to walk up these stairs. Let's walk up the stairs. And if you guys want, you can join me on part 3, which will be tomorrow. And it'll be in Paran, a suburb called Paran, which is it's a very hip, young, multicultural, and it is a shopping suburb. So it's like that's where a lot of boutique shops and people sort of go buy clothes, and yeah, it's a very retail sort of like suburb. It's got a massive street called Chapel Street, so we'll be exploring that. It's actually the biggest shopping district in Australia. So I found quite a few. I found 5 nice UooUoos. Well, I actually found 6, but a gang of inconsiderate kids destroyed one of them. So we're only left with 5 UooUoos. So we'll explore 5 UooUoos tomorrow in Paran. So let's walk. This is Flinders Street Station. Amazing, amazing. We're gonna have a great time. This is Flinders Street Station, biggest and busiest train station in Australia. It's also the oldest train station in Australia. And we're going to take a nice shot from outside. You can see the clocks, the old clocks that they had. And Flinders Street Station was originally, so when they first designed, the architects designed Flinders Street Station, they designed another station for Bombay in India. Because at the time, India was a British colony. And someone mixed up the plans. And the station that was originally meant to be for Bombay became Flinders Street Station. They started building it here. And the one in Bombay is now a little more British themed. So, yeah, this is, if they had not mixed up the plans, this is what the Bombay train station would look like. So let's keep walking. And down there on the other side of the road, there's a giant hotel called Young and Jackson. And I've got a story, but I won't have time to tell it for you guys today, but we'll do a tour about that in the near future. So just bear with me. But before we even consider talking about anything else, look what I just found. Another UooUoo. Can UooUoo believe it? Look at this. That's right, Satyam. That's exactly right. There's a tram-themed UooUoo. Let's take it from here with Federation Square in the background. What do you guys think? It's pretty nice, eh? I've saved the most glamorous for last for you guys. So you can take your postcards now. And I'll be moving in 3 seconds. So take your postcards. And let's move to the other side. Now, unfortunately, some inconsiderate, I don't want to say it, but they graffitied on it. So I'm sorry whoever did it ruined it. I hope they get penalized for it. What a shame, hey? And it's for a good cause. It's not like, so. Oh, nice, Babs. Can you share this on can you share that picture that you took on the Facebook group, the Virtual Trips Voyages Facebook group? Because I'd like to see it myself, if it's not too much trouble. So here's another one. Thanks, Babs. Okay, I'm going to move in 2 seconds to capture your postcard. And let me do another one from this angle. What do you guys think for this angle? It's a traditional Melbourne tram. Pretty nice, eh? Which is another thing us Australians say. We'll always end the word with A. Pretty cool, eh? You want to go out for a drink, eh? Oh, it's a UooUoo, eh? So yeah, not all, but yeah, in many cases that's how we speak. Now let's read a bit more about this UooUoo. So this is called the Metro. Obviously come from the word metro. It is by Scott Stewart. It is number 9686. And let's read about it. Metro by Scott Stewart is a celebration of the Melbourne experience. That of running after a tram that arrived 2 minutes early while you were waiting in line at your favorite coffee shop. And now you're chasing it, spilling that same coffee all over your clothes. Please don't spill your coffee on Metro, though. All right, well, I can definitely relate to that experience. Happened to me many times in the past. Let's say goodbye to this UooUoo. See you later, mate. Later, mate. We don't even say see you later. We just say later, mate. That's how us Australians speak. A lot of abbreviations. We'll not say breakfast. We'll say brekkie. We'll not say barbecue. We'll say barbie. We won't say avocado. We'll say avo. So we abbreviate a lot of our words because we're just very lazy in how we speak, admittedly. Now we're going to head to our last and most colossal, fun, and dreamlike UooUoo around. But while we're waiting, check out this traffic light symbol. What do you guys see? Oh yeah, Arvo. We won't say afternoon, we'll say Arvo. Thanks, Satyam. What do you guys see over there? It is a female traffic light symbol. How cool is that? So they created them a couple of years ago to help so that women can also feel included. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll wait for the traffic lights to turn green. But it's got like a dress. Looks like a female bathroom symbol, you know, the one with the dress. Let's walk a little closer. And now it is walking. Check this out. How cute is this? Which truly encapsulates what Melbourne is all about, which is inclusivity, equality, and everyone is welcome here. So now let's head towards our last UooUoo. I believe some of you would have seen it from my Culture Down Under tour, but let me just show it to you anyway, because this time we're going to read about this UooUoo. We're going to learn more about it specifically, and we're going to check out a little closer, see what is so special about this UooUoo. So let's check it out. Check this out, the unicorn. So we'll take a shot from this angle. And let's take a shot from here with the Art Centre spire in the background. This gentleman is a little excited about the UooUoo. Okay. And what about this angle? And I'm going to move in 2 seconds now. In 2 seconds, sorry, yep. So take one more postcard shot. Yep. All right. Oh, check this out. There's all these angry seagulls. What are they going about? Oh, God. Not my favorite birds, I'll be honest with you. Not my favorite birds. All right, let's check this out. Let's check it out from this angle. Let's take a shot. We've got the Aboriginal flag. Oh, it disappeared. I know, those damn birds. They're so aggressive. I was enjoying a sushi one day and they just snatched it off my hands. I lost it. I'm just waiting for these guys to go. Okay, they're leaving. Okay, finally. Okay, let's take a nice shot from here without people standing next to it for you guys. And check this out with the Art Centre spire. How cool is that, hey? The spire in the background was inspired by both the Eiffel Tower and a ballerina's tutu, believe it or not. One more shot. The group yesterday loved this shot. Check this out. It's like an ice cream on a donut, on a cupcake. An ice cream on a cupcake on a donut. Whew. Damn. Getting a sweet tooth all of a sudden. So you want to take your shot now. You want to take a postcard. I'll be moving it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And let's read about this UooUoo. So this UooUoo is 9943. It's a unicorn by Fiona Tweddle and Janie Fearon. UooUnicorn by Fiona Tweddle and Janie Fearon embodies the childlike simplicity of naive art and has been designed to inspire happiness and positivity with inspirational quotes. You cannot help but feel happy when viewing UooUnicorn. Oh. Absolutely, Tracy. Thanks for bringing that up. Let's check it out, and we'll check out the quotes. Check this out. It's like an interesting swirl with some sunshine, a donut on the far right, some bees. Now, why don't I'll give you 3 seconds and let's just read the quotes. Let's have a quick read. So, what does this say? Be the best you can be. What about this? Some cool quotes. Love makes the world go round. What about this? It's cool to be kind. You don't have to be perfect to be awesome. What do we have here? Love yourself. Follow your heart. You are my heart, my soul, my treasure, my today, my tomorrow, my forever, and my everything. Aww. All you need is love. All you need is love. So that's what there is. And lots of other nice little sweet things. Friends are like the stars. You can't always see them, but you know they are always there. Beautiful little inspirational quotes, sunshine lollipops and rainbows everywhere. Oh, just what we want from a UooUoo. Amazing. So yeah, this is, people absolutely love this UooUoo. Let's read those last 3 quotes before we switch it back to my face. Close your eyes and wish upon a shooting star. You are a star. Don't let anyone take away your shine. And the other one was twinkle, twinkle, little star. Brave and beautiful is what you are. Now let's see if we can grab a glimpse of the sunset very quickly before I part ways with you lovely people. I really appreciate having you on board with me. You know, it's always nice to show you my beautiful city and open up to you and just chat to you and answer your questions when there are questions. Check this out. How nice is that? That is the art centre. So in Melbourne, we've invested a lot of our, thanks Babs, we've invested a lot of our money and wealth into art and stunning architecture. So I'm going to cross the road now, guys. Bear with me. Oh, perfect timing. I'm just rushing because I want to end this with some sunset. G'day, Sam. See you tomorrow for another one. Thanks, mate. Good on ya. Oh, look. Got these lovely ladies saying hi to me. So nice. I don't even know them. And we have a lamppost over here. This lamppost was built in 1850. And it actually has, let's take a quick postcard shot of this one. And it has the Melbourne symbol on it. Vires acquirit juendo. We grow strong as we move forward, which would actually make a beautiful company motto. So that's the Melbourne motto and symbol and coat of arms. And before we finish, check out this sunset from the river sunset. And you have Eureka Tower up here with its 24 karat gold. And if you guys want to wait a second, there's a guy canoeing. Oh, sorry, a lady canoeing down there. Pretty cool, hey? You don't get more postcard than this. So I'll give you a second to enjoy this moment of peace. And in 10 seconds, I'll switch it back to my face and we'll conclude this and say goodbye to each other. I wish we could go for another hour. That would be nice. And here's another boat. These guys hired this boat and they're just enjoying some crackers and snacks while the sunset is upon us. And these guys are rowers. These are professional rowers training for their next competition. So lots happening in the Yarra River. We've got rowers, we've got boaters. No Vegemite right here, but I might have some when I get home. I do love Vegemite. Beautiful. All right, so thank you, Karen. Thanks, Babs. Back to me. So, guys, sorry? I am, yeah. Oh, no, it's not for YouTube. It's for a company, called Virtual Trips. Oh, thanks, guys. See ya. Oh, these ladies wanted my YouTube handle, but this is not for YouTube. This is for you guys, exclusively for you guys. And to remind you, this UooUoo tour is exclusively for you guys, really. Like, you are a select few from outside of Australia who get to witness UooUoos, honestly, because they're going to be removed on the 7th of April and given to, thanks guys for the tips, given to nice homes. The art budget, Lisa, is 15 million for Docklands and South Bank, so per year. So it's a fraction of our budget, but they just want to invest it into art, so that's pretty cool. And so, yeah, you guys are part of an exclusive group. Tomorrow we're going to be having our part 3 in Melbourne's shopping precinct. And on next week, I'm going to arrange it when I get home now. We're going to have a Geelong tour, okay? So we're going to check out the city of Geelong, which is an hour and a half from Melbourne. And it's a beautiful beachy city. And they have a decent amount of UooUoos there distributed. So we're going to go for a nice 1 hour walk along the beach, check out the UooUoos. And I'm mapping up another tour down one of Melbourne's beaches known as Brighton Beach. Thank you so much, guys. Your gratitude is your greatest gift to me. So thank you. Definitely, Karen. And yeah, guys, so join my other tours. I've got Culture Down Under. We just cover the arts precinct. I talk a little bit about what made Melbourne the arts capital of Australia. I have a graffiti and laneways tour. So we just go check out the hidden and secret laneways of Melbourne, because Melbourne in many ways is defined by its laneways. Enigmatic and mysterious and beautiful, mysterious laneway. So we'll be going through them. I've already mapped it out. I'm looking forward to showing you guys. And what else? Yeah, so there's that. And I've got more tours coming up. So stay tuned. And there's also Cassandra, who's my colleague from Melbourne. She runs an amazing Victoria Market tour. She's a lovely person, and I love her tours. She's got a fantastic sense of humor. Oh, Sam, I love your whole family too. You guys are amazing. And so, yeah, check it out. In Sydney, we've got Matt and we've got Elizabeth. They're amazing people. So if you want more of Australia, you've got other amazing tour guides, courtesy of virtual trips. So, guys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. I'm going to head home now, and I'm going to read a lot of these comments again, because sorry if I missed out on some. I'm going to open a pack of chips and a kombucha, because I'm feeling like it's a hot day outside, and just going to enjoy the rest of the evening. So if it's morning, good morning. If it's afternoon, g'day. And yeah, speak to you guys soon, okay? Much love, guys. And thanks for everything. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your compliments. Thanks for your tips. I appreciate all of you. All right, guys. So speak to you soon. And on that note, I'll just finish with one more sunset shot. Just for 10 seconds before we go. Beautiful. Hey, guys. Just simply gorgeous. See you later, guys. I'll see you in tomorrow, hopefully. You guys have a bloody good afternoon, bloody good morning. You guys are the best. See you, Annie. See you guys.